KATC Weather Lab. Here's Eric's forecast.
These showers and storms that seem to be rolling around right at sunset make for some just fantastic viewing around Acadiana. We had plenty of that again this evening with those beautiful orange skies with some of that lightning in the clouds as around. So we did have a few thunderstorms make their way through St. Martin Parish up into St. Landry, but all that activity is now mostly coming to the end, but it does look like we'll have more rounds of showers as we move into our Tuesday and then a better chance as we go into our Wednesday. So taking a look on the satellite and radar, we can see those showers and storms were part of an impulse that moved from east to west across the lower portion of Louisiana. You can see those storms making their way from Baton Rouge across the basin and then making their way through Acadiana. So just about everyone at least saw a brief little sprinkle or shower this evening. Some people even saw some of those moderate to heavier downpours, so some thunder and lightning, but these were quick moving systems, so not a whole lot of rain associated with them, and now they're pretty much dying out. The only thing we have left is a little bit of rain between the Ville Platte and Eunice area, and we can see most of that activity is beginning to die out here within the last half hour or so now that we're moving a little bit later into the evening, but still some moderate to light showers, as I mentioned, making their way through Evangeline Parish, and again, this is all moving off to the west over towards Mamou. You might see some of those light showers here in the next 5 to 10 minutes, but a lot of this activity should begin to fizzle out in the next hour or so, and then things should begin to clear as we go through the rest of the overnight hours. Again, this was all associated with an upper level low in the Gulf of Mexico. You can kind of see that area of counterclockwise spin down there just to the south of Lafayette. That helped to wrap around some of that extra moisture, and that's why it moved from east to west across Acadiana later this evening. But you can see within the last few hours, a lot of this moisture is beginning to die out on the enhanced satellite radar. So you can see a lot of this activity will continue to fade, but we will see more of this activity fire up tomorrow afternoon. That could bring us a chance for a few more isolated scattered showers as we go throughout our Tuesday, and then a little better chance as a frontal system will be heading down from the north as we go into our Wednesday. In the tropics just off the coast of Florida, we're continuing to monitor a system, but you can see within the last several hours that's also begun the weaken, but still maybe a 40% chance of development as it moves over some very warm waters just off the coast of Florida. Could produce some heavy downpours, but not expected to really turn into any real system. And you can see this down here to the south, the remnants of Harvey have also begun to weaken in the last several hours as they begin to make their way onshore of the Yucatan Peninsula over towards Belize. Also some heavy rains back over through Cuba as we move later into our Monday evening. This will continue to slowly make its way across the Yucatan Peninsula and then make its way into the Bay of Campeche as we move through late tomorrow and then into Wednesday, and that's when it has a 90% chance of development, could become a storm, and then as it makes its way up towards the tip of Texas, maybe even making landfall as a tropical storm or hurricane. So as we go through the next 48 hours, you can see by Thursday afternoon, that's when the system kind of really starts to strengthen up a little bit. Could possibly be a tropical depression or tropical storm at that point. Then as we head towards Friday afternoon, it looks to make landfall around the tip of Texas near Brownsville, according to the latest run. And then as we go through the weekend, it'll ride up the east coast of Texas between Houston and Corpus Christi, dropping some very heavy tropical rains as we go into our Saturday. And then in the Sunday, we start to see a little bit of that moisture make its way into Acadiana by Sunday afternoon. And then as we move into Monday, that's when it looks like we'll get the bulk of the moisture heading across our area, and then the system kind of makes its way through as we go into Tuesday evening. And you can see there could be some gusty winds associated with this, so not only could we see some heavier downpours, but also some gusty winds as the system makes its way through, and then it will race off to the northeast as we go into the second half of next week. As for how much rainfall we could see with it, it does look like we could see some pretty heavy totals by Monday and the Tuesday, anywhere from 5 to 8 inches across a large portion of Acadiana, with areas out to the east seeing close to 10 to 13 inches of rain. So this is something we're going to have to continue to monitor, as it could cause some flooding problems as that system does make its way through. So for the rest of this evening, clearing skies will wake up to plenty of sunshine to begin our Tuesday. As we head towards lunchtime, clouds start to thicken up, and then by Tuesday afternoon, that's when we start to see some of those isolated scattered showers forming across a large portion of Acadiana. So you just have that umbrella with you tomorrow afternoon. Then as we go into our Wednesday, starting off dry, but then as we go into the afternoon, that's when we'll start to see, as I mentioned, the front dropping down, helping to spark off some of those isolated scattered showers as we go throughout our Wednesday, and then the front will make its way down, setting up the chance for more showers and storms as we go into our Thursday. For the rest of this evening, though, drizzle's coming to an end across North Acadiana, otherwise decreasing clouds. We'll see those lows drop to around 75 by tomorrow morning. Then as we go throughout our Tuesday, hot and humid. We'll still make our way into the lower 90s, feel like temperatures up around 100 with a mix of sun and clouds. 40% chance for those isolated showers and storms tomorrow afternoon. 50% chance for the rain on Wednesday, 40% as we go into our Thursday. A little bit of a break on Friday, but then that's when we see the tropical moisture from that system in the Gulf of Mexico heading our way as we go into the weekend and then continuing into next Monday and Tuesday with the clouds and rain, temperatures though falling into the upper 80s.
All right, Eric, thanks. Still ahead here on KATC, new details about